we did have, let's say, in-house built SharePoint-based solutions which we used to, let's say, gauge employee satisfaction and so forth, and they gave some results. But then we figured out that we want to do it in a way that it's more frequent. We also want to do it in a way that sort of is easier for the employees, Sievonians, to kind of respond, not to get the survey fatigue. And then also we wanted to find something that also gives us benchmarks, because knowing your status is one thing, but being able to benchmark against, let's say, relevant other companies provides you completely new, different perspectives. So that's what was sort of the ask when we start to look at different solutions, and then we found Teamspective and have never regretted since. I would assume most of large companies do collect this kind of data in one shape or form. I think what is unique with the Teamspective is the frequency at which you kind of get the data and the ease for the employees to actually answer the surveys. So perhaps my recommendation for the HR who's struggling to convince the CEOs is that this is sort of lean effort that reduces the time used by the organization to respond to surveys, and at the same time provides you much richer data set that you can act upon. So it's a weekly surveys, and I think we are using it in a Slack integrated way. And I think the Slack usability is perhaps the killing feature, because that it's the context where people are anyways operating on a daily basis, and then you get this Slack survey and it's like 5 questions, 30 seconds, and you're done answering, and you don't need to switch the context to a different survey tool. It doesn't take 10 minutes, it takes 2 minutes, and I think that really sort of drives the high response rates. And because the questions vary week by week, you can collect, let's say, richer data set, but still require very small attention from a person on a weekly basis. So that's I think what makes it really work well. The effort that it required from us was close to zero. And again, I'm going back to Slack usability. Those questions start to appear on Slack. So what we had an information session that we are going to change our do-it-yourself tool to Teamspective, and you'll be seeing these Teamspective questions in Slack, and then please respond to those questions. And that's basically what it took. Then we also had to discuss with employees sort of the data privacy and what information is available for everybody, what is not. But that was probably the only sort of discussion point we had to really communicate for the Sievonians. Otherwise, they would just started responding the Slack surveys. I would recommend Teamspective to any company who believes that, first of all, the employees are a key success factor. If you don't care about the employees, then probably you don't need Teamspective. But if you care about employees, and if you believe the employees do drive your business success, then you need to somehow collect this kind of data. And I would argue that if you start to have more than 30, 50 employees, then most probably just walking around is not enough, but you need to start to collect the data in a more systematic way. And in that setting, if you believe the employees are a key success factor for your business success, and if you have more than 30, 50 employees, then you need to solve it somehow. And for us, the Teamspective has been the perfect solution.